One of the things I've been hearing a lot about lately from lots of folks, whether it's leaders, managers, supervisors, employees, and to be honest with you, just in our communities and all around, are these different thoughts of things like, it's not my fault. They made me do it. They made me mad. They frustrated me. If they would have only done X, then I wouldn't have had to have done this. What I'm hearing more and more is this notion that what I say and do, the words that come out of my mouth and my behavior are someone else's fault. In other words, if people would have done things that I wanted or have liked or would have met my needs better, then I would have then been able to behave or say things that maybe would have been better. I guess what I want to share in this video is to kind of challenge that thought. And I think that some people are going to find this maybe even frustrating of itself, which will tell you something, all right? I think the way that we behave, the things that we say, are not dependent upon anybody else but ourselves. I think what we say and what we do is already inside of us. Something we don't talk much about in the business world are our hearts. And I guess I want to share the idea that our hearts, our attitudes, our beliefs, our values, what's inside of us generates what comes out of us. So when we behave, when we do things, say things, it's a reflection of who we are already. So when the person cuts you off in traffic and you rant and rave and wave your fists and hands and yell and scream, it's not because of something the other person did. It's simply a reflection of who you are. And I understand that may be a challenging thought, but I hope that gives us something to think about. I hope that causes us to take stock of what I do, when I do it, how I do it, what I say, how I say it, when I say it, is within my control. As leaders, managers, supervisors, as employees, as people, we get to choose how we behave. We get to choose what we say, when and how we say and do those things. So I just want to leave you with that challenge, that thought that when we behave or say or do things that maybe we don't like or didn't work as well as we want, maybe stop first and look and say, who am I? What's inside of me? Because there's a really good chance that those things I did and said were simply a reflection of what already existed in me. Thanks.